What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records, and what I am is an edutainer. I just try to drop a little bit of knowledge and information, hopefully in an entertaining way. Now, something that has come to my attention is my man 21 Savage. 21 Savage, this guy's been arrested by ICE, Immigration Department of the government. And this is mind-boggling because there's so many, it's exploding over social media. Everyone's just like, oh, wow. They're saying he's a United Kingdom national. You know what? I don't know if it's just me. I'm not a super 21 Savage fan, even though I have jammed bank account religiously. But 20, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 M's. Yeah, I've been jamming that religiously since it came out. But everyone thought that he was from Atlanta. I don't understand. I'm just on this first point. How do you just come and apparently moved from the United Kingdom and with his family in 2005 on a work visa, and the visa expired a year later, and basically he's just been here ever since in violation of the law. And everyone jumping up and down and oh man, he's making good for himself and he's a role model in the community. I don't know if they've seen these videos. I'm not talking about music videos of him at barbecue functions and pulling out pistols and handguns and fighting and threatening people over social media and in the papers. I don't know if that's role model status. Hey, leave a message down in the comment section. But besides all that, I still can't get over the fact that this guy is from the United Kingdom. He's been claiming Atlanta and no one knew any different. I just don't understand that at all. No Demi Lovato, I don't really listen to her music. And Wale got into it. Wale coming up and coming up to his defense, and because she made a joke about all the thousands of memes that people were making jokes about online, because I think she laughed at a meme of him holding somebody holding a quill. Is like, this is how 21 Savage writes his rhymes, with a quill like someone from the United Kingdom would, so she laughed at that. Wale was like, getting arrested is nothing to laugh about. Man, I actually replied to that. I was like, listen, man, her laughing at it, whether you think it's good or bad, that's a moral or personality issue, according to you and her. But laughing isn't going to make his problems go away. It's not going to make them any worse. Laughing has nothing to do with that. You need to attack the problem, not the people who are looking at the problem. That's nothing to do. Attacking Demi Lovato ain't going to do nothing. And I'm not really a Demi Lovato fan. I couldn't pick out one of her songs if you gave me the track list. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, oh man, getting arrested. Hey, listen. Listen, this is what makes it so difficult for those people who are trying to immigrate to the United States, doing it the right way, going through the natural channels and protocols, that everyone else before them has had to go through as well. This is the problem. And then when other famous people try to jump to their defense, I guess because they're trying to stay in the limelight or they're trying to stay relevant or whatever it is, or you think, what about all those other people? You're not championing those people who are still trying to get in, doing it the right way and through legal means. I don't understand that. Not only that, the guy was in here illegally for umpteen years, like 13 years. 13 years. You knew that you were in here illegally. Oh, okay. I know it's a long process and whatnot. Hey, listen. The guy started making money. He started making money. He's got 1, 2, 3 M's in my bank account. Oh God, he's got money. He's got money in his bank account. That's what the song say. Why did you not go through the proper channels, in them 13 years? 13 years. They said in 2017 he applied for a U visa, which is looking like a program that's been abused by a lot of people trying to immigrate to the country who couldn't get into it, who couldn't get their applications approved the right way. So he actually got involved in some type of violent act. He got shot at or something like that, and his friend got killed. And then you can apply for a U visa if you've been a victim of a crime. Okay, if you've been a victim of a crime while being in the United States, they may allow you to stay in here permanently. But listen, the reason he applied for that is because he knew he couldn't stay in here the right way. That's the reason why he stayed quiet all them times. 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You just applied for that in 2017? That doesn't make any sense. And also, listen. When you're trying to stay over, you're trying to get somebody to help you out, trying to do you a favor. You don't go over there kicking in the door and making all kinds of demands and talking loud and acting a damn fool. This guy got convicted, a felony conviction in 2013, of a felony drug and a firearm conviction. That's a problem. As far as I know, anytime that you're convicted of a crime, you immediately get deported. That's what you do when you're trying to immigrate to the United States. So I don't know that's why he didn't apply. Why you say, why didn't he apply for a visa? I don't know if it was me, if I was trying to do wrong or whatever, or if it's someone. I'm just thinking of it from different angles. I'm not telling you to go and do wrong. But man, if you got all that money, you're telling me you came to make the right donations to the right political groups, to get that pushed on through? I mean, money makes the world go round and things start to happen. I mean, ask the Trumps. Things start to happen when you've got money. You can get just about anything that you want. Why were you not trying to do that? And they're like, oh, well, maybe he didn't know. Of course he knew. Of course he knew. He's selling records all the way around the world. You don't think he wanted to go around and tour? You didn't even want to go tour outside the United States? Of course he did. Of course he did. But he knew, he was like, if I leave, I ain't gonna be able to come back. Because I have to apply for a visa or a passport and all that other stuff, and it's not going to work. Then they're gonna realize, oh man, you had a felony conviction. You out of here. That's why he was like, I ain't touring outside the United States. I ain't trying to leave. Until he was like, found out about that U visa. He's like, I might be able to stay anyway. Boom. Then he went paid some money to try to have his record expunged. Okay, expunged doesn't mean the conviction is overturned. That just means they just take it out of the records, so people can't find out about it. But it still happened. ICE has no obligation to honor an expungement. It happened. You broke the law, convicted of a felony, not a misdemeanor, a felony crime. This is what makes it difficult for so many people trying to do it the right way. And they're like, you see, and then, especially other rappers, man, you're making it more difficult. Jesus Christ. Man, he should be allowed to stay because he's been successful. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I can't just go robbing banks just because I want to use some of the money to make a college fund, for the kids or whatever, and donate to the school district, but use the other money to do other stuff. That doesn't the ends does not justify the means. It's wrong. You can't go robbing banks. You can't go committing crimes, and just because you use some of the money or your ill-gotten gains, to do some good, quote unquote, that doesn't negate the crime that you committed. That's a problem, man. I mean, it makes us black people look stupid, coming to jump into his defense. They're like, free 21 Savage and all this stuff. Man, listen, there are so many other people that you could be championing up, and getting behind and rooting for, and do whatever you can to help the current situation. I'm just disgusted by it. Look, man, listen, there are prisons full of people that have been committing crimes. If you're just because he got successful, or they're saying he's a role model in the community because he donated some money or something, listen, man. There's a bunch of people in prison. I know y'all know them. Easily come out and they can do some positive things, so should we just let them all free? It's ridiculous. The man was in here like 13 years. I can understand if you just didn't have the money or whatever. He had the money. He had the money, but he knew he was involved in criminal activity. That's probably what led or had some involvement in him getting shot at and his friend killed. That's probably what led up to it. He wasn't donating his time or charity work at the local library or whatever when he got shot up. I'm sure he was involved in some criminal activity. In 2013, like I said, he got convicted. He got convicted of a felony drug and firearms. I mean, you're involved in those type of activities, and those aren't the type of people that people want immigrating to the United States. I mean, this just gives the Republicans or whoever it is for stricter laws on immigration. This just gives them the ammunition that they need, to go and shut all that down. But I just don't understand why he didn't have a smarter team around him to work through legally. And if you have to grease some palms or whatever, you got the money, you want to stay here. And eventually, the government takes a long time, but eventually they catch up with you. It just doesn't make any sense. But what does make sense is you subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. Now, before I get into that, I gotta do some by his team. Man, his lawyer is on point. He's talking about this is a violation of civil law and all this other. He's doing everything he can. He's trying to get the ground swell the ground support, from famous people and people online and social media. The public opinion. He's courting that. He's trying to. Oh man, he's been wrong, and we're gonna fight for his right to stay in the United States. Listen, man. No immigrant has the right to be in the United States. Only United States citizens have the right to be here. Now, the people who go through the legal means and the proper channels and the process, to get here, they have the legal right to be here. Just because you got over here somehow, just because you came over here and had some kids, that doesn't allow you to just be here, as long as you want to be. Now make sure, if you haven't already, to follow me in my 2 Twitter handles. I make sure and I respond and reply to all your wonderful comments. I appreciate that. If you want to support the channel financially, just go ahead and send $1 to the Cash App link. It's in the description box right under the title of the video. I really appreciate it. It truly helps me out because this is what I do. These ideas, they're neither wrong nor right. They're just mine. Views on life. I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. Holla.